What is up, my Domaniacs? Today, we're going to be taking a look at the new Star Wars The Black Series, Attack of the Clones, apparently. Watto from Hasbro. If you are not subscribed, subscribe now. Leave a comment, like. I've got a bunch of other Black Series reviews coming down the pipe. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it, man. I'm telling you. I don't want to miss it. Okay, that's why I bought these. But yeah, let's look at the first glaring issue with this Watto figure. This is not an Attack of the Clones Watto. Attack of the Clones Watto looks honestly not completely different, but honestly could pass for a completely different character of the same species. He's got a different attire. He's got the aftershave. He's got a hat in the second movie. So this is a Phantom Menace Watto at its core. But for some reason, they put it along with the Attack of the Clones wave. But you know what? I'm not complaining, because we finally got a Watto. I actually mentioned that in my Black Series collection video a while ago. I said I loved the Black Series, Jar Jar Binks, and I was really hoping for a Watto. Well, here we go. So I'm very hyped. Well, let's look at this guy. Much like the Geonosian Warrior in this same wave, it's very busy. There's a lot of stuff going on in here. There's a lot of different things. That figure's looking very good, very cool. Then we're looking at the mural here. That is quite obviously a Phantom Menace Watto. I mean, we've even got the fucking speed race in the illustration back here. Very hilarious. But yeah, Watto right there. And then here is the Watto mural, if you didn't get enough of it, and a little bio here for you if you want to pause that and read that. Let's get this guy open. So, taking a look at this guy out of the packaging, the paints here are fantastic. The eyes look great. Let's get a look at the eyes. Nose looks great with like the kind of more brown, and then going down into like the more white belly and the white neck and everything looks really, really good. Teeth are painted, I expect that much. And then also underneath the arms here, we've got the white going into the blue. You know, some elephant vibes here with Watto, obviously. And the broken off tooth here, the tusk, so to speak. Very cool. You can see it's like a little ear hole there. That's a nice detail. The white going up into the blue here, which is really nice. Ball joints here on the wings going into the back. They move really easily, but also stay in place very well. So, gotta credit them on that. These are not on ball joints. These are actually the more pivot joints, which I don't mind. So then we get more than we got around 90 degrees on the arm joint here in the elbow, and no butterflies, but I don't really think you need it for this figure. The belly sculpt here, which is really cool, big fat belly, and the vest and this whole belt thing, very nice. Oh yeah, his little zapper, whatever this is. This looks like a taser or something. It hooks right in here, but it comes off as well. Goes all around. There's his like butthole peg. There's like little diaper thing with this tiny little tail. I think that's really nice. This is such a weird design. It's very cool. It's very cool. Makes for a very nice figure. No articulation in the knee or anything like that in the hind legs, but that's okay. I don't really think it needs it. We've got some articulation here in the foot, and also you've got some tan on the bottom feet here that kind of go up into the sculpt with the paint. It looks really nice. We've got painted nails, which is really nice. We've also got painted nails here, which is really nice. Really adds to the figure. Most of the stuff here on his belt is painted where it needs to be, which is cool. We've got single leg joint here, so you can move that around, go back and forth. So yeah, not a whole lot of articulation, but this guy doesn't really need that much articulation, to be honest. And then in addition to the figure, we also get his little cane, which has actually got some like wood divots in it and stuff, which is really cool. I couldn't really tell that from the promo pictures. Pretty nice, pretty nice. You also get this data pad, which is pretty cool. The back here, there's quite a bit of sculpting put into it too, which I think is really nice. And this does not seem to be a sticker, it seems to be just painted on. It would have been cool if they could actually like put like an image or something on here, but that's alright. I mean, I already imagine they went fucking crazy in the budget on this figure already, so. Then we have a flight stand, which is very nice. This is a shorter flight stand than the Geonosian one. A whole new flight stand mold. I don't know how expensive it is to make flight stand molds. Like if it's as expensive as producing the figure itself with all of its various joints. But very cool that they included this, of course. Another flying alien creature, so awesome. Then we've got some flapping wings, which I think these look better than the Geonosian flapping wings. They're just like very thick pieces, and I'm probably still going to end up using these wings, but I still think it's cool that they included these regardless, because there are people that probably really are going to prefer them. Who knows, I might actually put them on there eventually. And then we have this very tiny chance cube that you see in the Phantom Menace, and I'm praying for all you out there getting this figure to not lose this. There's going to be one difficult guy to not lose. I do think that maybe this figure would have benefited from a little bit of dark wash on his vest or on the data pad, just to give it kind of like a more dirty Tatooine junk trader kind of feel. But I do think the paints on here are pretty solid. The articulation on here is solid. great character selection, and tons of accessories, which is something that for any of those things you sometimes just can't say about the Black Series, but in this case you definitely can, which is awesome. And I hope they continue on their streak of Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace, and Revenge of the Sith aliens. More deep cut the better. I won't exactly say Watto is a deep cut, but this is the right track. This is where I think things get exciting for the Black Series going forward, so I'm very excited. Hope you enjoyed this review. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you're thinking about Watto, what you're thinking about the Black Series. And Devonius,